guys, I hope y'all are having a great day. And today we're going to go on one of my most favorite places, and that's Coldwater Creek. Horse trails, campground. I call it all of the above. So I'm going to switch over here. So here's the Coldwater recreational area horse trail. I'm going to come on down here. Let's see if we got this little person that can show a street view. Let's see here. I see. Oh, we can actually come on Gordon Landing and have a street view. So I'm going to show you guys street view here of Coldwater Creek. This is a campground, and it's beautiful in there. Very nice area. They've got horse stalls, horse pastures, and let's come over here and I'll show you guys. My computer likes to load slow, so y'all forgive me on this. I know it can be frustrating. Anyway, you see this back here, and that is horse stalls there, and then there's horse stalls here that you could put your horses in. And then you've got the paddock area if you need to let them free range and have some time out. Over here on this other side down here is going to be the campground area. So you're right there close to your horses and are able to look across and see them. You have a close area, close proximity, and all. If you're wanting to go camping with your horses, you can see a tent set up right over there. So I really like it. I have not had the opportunity to go camping yet over there, but I also live here, so it's kind of hard to justify going camping whenever I live here and can throw my horse in the trailer and take him on. So the thing with the Coldwater is, yes, there are horse stalls, there are horses, but it's also geared towards those who are walking and biking and all that, because you can do all of that out in the area. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And then a lot of times I'll take my trailer and park over in this area or down at this area down here. And then there's a trail right there. You see it cutting across. Let's see if we get over there. And it's loading slow today. It's a windy and somewhat wet, nasty day today. So, of course, that means internet does not want to load at all. All right, so in that clearing, and I pull my trailer and pull off right here a lot of times to go ride out there. There's several people that do that as well. And then you've got your areas up there to go for camping. But I do believe they require you to pay online now. And I'll actually come over here and see. Share this tab instead. Okay. So, oh goodness, it's got to go back. Coldwater Creek Horse Stables in Florida. There we go. So you go here, Reserve America. I don't see the actual website to it. So, oh, look right here, Florida State Forests. So you can reserve a stall with your campsite. And you can do it on this website or on by calling them. So you could see some of the photos of the horse stalls here. Then we're going to scroll down and see their camping sites. Now this here is horse stalls. So you just tell it you'd want a horse stall. They've got pavilions. They've got areas that you can wash your horses and all that good stuff. So it's really, they've got so much out there. And then we'll go to fees here. So the fee schedule for the park season or peak season, January 1st, 2024, and December 3rd down to December. So the entire year for the facilities. If you're wanting to do a tent only, it's $8.93 to $22.32 a night. RV or tent, you're looking at $13.39 to $22.32. And then if you're wanting to rent a horse stall, it's $9.35 to $22.32. Now, the reason why you have that big variation for the horse stalls is because you've got two different stalls. So you've got more open stalls, and then you've got some closed off stalls. So I imagine those closed off stalls are going to be more expensive. And then you can make reservations for today up to 11 months in advance. So that's a super awesome thing. And then here's some other things. They've got campsites with electricity and water, dump station, restrooms, and showers. You got horse corrals, stalls. You've also got dog kennels out there. There's so many trails out there that I love to go ride. It's so gorgeous. And then a dining pavilion. You've got a recreation area for bird dog and foxhound field trial participants. That's a nice thing about out here. They do a lot of preservations for bird hunting as well. The Hutton unit is one in particular that's very well known for bird hunting, quail hunting. But out here, you can horseback ride, canoe, swim, picnic, bird watching, nature study, wildlife viewing, and photography. If you like photography, but you always got to take home some pictures, of course. And then, let's see, there's 56 campsites with electric hooks for RVs or tents, 60 barn stalls, 3 corrals, 124 kennels for hunting dogs and field trial events, and 58 covered paddocks. I did not realize there were 58 covered paddocks. That's a lot. That's pretty awesome. And then there's the restrooms and showers. And then there's a sandbar along the creek for campers and horse riders, and 55 miles of horse trails. Now, I like to ride a lot, but I don't know if I could survive 55 miles on one weekend trip. That's a lot, especially if you ride a quarter horse like I do. So here's some of the services and amenities within the park. I'll just let you guys read through that real quick so you can see it. All right. Getting there. There's your coordinates, and there is the address. The address is 8049 Horseshoe Loop Road in Milton, Florida, 32570. And if for some reason you get there and you decide you want your horse shoed, give me a call. I do that a little bit too, so I can take care of you on that. And then your mailing address, if you got to mail anything in. Additional information is going to be the general rules. We'll go to that real quick. Well, I guess there ain't. Oh, there it goes. Okay, day use passes, $2 a day, and then annual pass is $45, which you can't beat that either, especially if you're going every weekend or whatnot. That's really awesome. Off-highway vehicle pass. I had no idea they had that, so that's a big deal. That's really good. But I would recommend you looking into that before you just take off on an ATV or four-wheeler, side-by-side, whatever you decide to call it. I call it all of the above. Now, typically, it's free to go into the Blackwater State Forest. You're using the Coldwater Creek premises, so that's why it cost. And then you've got all your rules here. The pets have to be leashed and are welcome in designated areas. That you do have to have proof of a negative Coggins on your horses. I can recommend a few great vets that I use. I typically use Dr. Lee up in Atmore, and then I know somebody who uses they use a vet over, oh goodness, it's close to Brayton, Alabama. So I'll have to get that name. And then, so I always take my dog with me and keep one thing that the Blackwater State Forest requires is you to have a containment system on your dog at least. So for that containment system, what I recommend doing is so you'll just want to make sure you have a tracking system and a correction system on the dog. One collar system that keeps both is the Garmin Alpha, and I still have the Garmin Alpha 100 that I use. I've had it for forever, probably, oh gosh, probably 10 years now at least. So it still works like new. I absolutely love it. I think one collar kicked the bucket, the other one's still running strong. So that is my most favorite collar system, and that meets their guidelines for hunting dogs at least. So that's one thing that you could use if you like to take your pets riding with you like I do. But Dakota, he just goes everywhere with me, and I'm sitting here scratching his ear now, little rascal. He just loves to be loved on and have attention. But he goes everywhere with me. Whether I'm going horseback riding or running to town, it don't matter. I fortunately have the little clicker button on my truck where I can crank it up and let it run with him in it, or I can step out and leave it running and still lock my truck. So if it gets hot during summertime and all, I just leave my truck running. During the wintertime, I may crack the windows a little bit so it doesn't get hot, depending on the temperature. And if it's over 70, I still leave it running for him instead of just cracking the windows. So he is spoiled rotten, and he's my little buddy. But that's my recommendation for that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to answer any of them, or comment on the video, better yet, and then we can answer it for everybody. And I'm sure you guys have some of the best questions there is that I sure am not covering. So just let me know. Y'all have a great day. Subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell button so you can stay up to date on all of our videos.